Who's he going to talk to? That's the real big question here.
Good evening, Ranger Lemieux.
I know you.
I should hope so. When I was alive, I was known as Mr.
That's Morden? Hi guys, we're on nights. I'm Ray.
I'm Michael.
I'm Gerard.
And I'm Julien.
Guys, those Volons are messed up.
They did what they had to do, but they are messed up.
As time goes on, we're learning more and more how messed up those Volons truly were. And we love them. We used to love them.
I still love them. Let's.
I like
get that
Kosh.
Right. Let's get that right. I still love them.
I'm still afraid of Dwayne, even though we all know they're gone. They're thugs.
They're gone.
Dude, I couldn't imagine that he was that whole experiment area of making these telepaths. I bet you that was all of Dwayne's idea. There's no doubt in my mind. Dwayne's like, you know what? Let's get these weaker races.
Yep.
Let's make them our tools, and then we can win this war against the Shadow.
Nah, I think that was Caution. Dwayne was the person that actually got his hands dirty, you know?
Shadow was doing the same thing. We lost Julien. Shadow was doing the same thing because they had telepaths flying those Shadow things. So it was...
They were using them.
Very similar to what was going on.
They were both weaponizing them.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So...
There we go, got Julien.
There we go, got Julien back. Julien, we lost you for a second.
They were both weaponizing them.
Yep.
So, again,
yeah.
shitty, but...
Sometimes you got to weaponize people, though.
Yeah, sometimes you got to do what you got to do, unfortunately.
Anyway, let's see where this goes. Let's see this episode. One of these episodes answers the questions for us. This episode is called Day of the Dead.
Apparently, this is a really good episode, by the way.
This is... got caught up here. Hold on.
What?
This is Babylon 5, Season 5, Episode 8. Let's do this.
Is that the guy who does the radio show?
I have nothing to declare, my dear man, except my genius.
Penn and Teller.
Penn and Teller. That is Penn and Teller.
Sir, what do you know about Rikiri religious customs? Well, they want me to sell them a piece of Babylon 5 just for tonight for religious reasons.
Who would you meet of those who have gone before us?
Of the dead, the first emperor. I have several bones to pick with him.
They are a gift.
Oh, no, I insist.
Oh, did he just cast a spell on him?
Tonight is the day of the dead. Tonight, the dead return.
So you're going to meet the Emperor?
Take this
back. Just throw it
Get
out.
out of here. Get this shit out of here. I take this back. With your voodoo doll. I don't want this.
Who would you want to meet?
Me?
That.
Of people who died.
I forgot it. You know what? I take back my question. I take back my question. I don't think I want to know. I don't think I want to know.
No, you don't. You know, Alexander the Great, that sounds like a cool one because he was young. But, yo, how'd you do this, you know? Like, are you real?
You know,
I want
it'd
to
be
meet
funny
Jesus. That's what I really want to meet.
Jesus, go back and think.
Heck yeah, I want to meet Jesus. But look, dude,
They send you some other guy named Jesus.
You know what I mean?
Really?
I died in a construction accident, man. You know what I mean?
You didn't have no followers or anything like that? No.
No, it's the wrong Jesus, guys.
No, man.
We end up getting Jesus.
What a wonderful surprise.
Yo, he's looking kind of built. I'm not gonna lie.
Rikiri Day of the Dead. I could not miss it.
I will confess, I have never heard of this festival.
I'm shocked.
It occurs one night, roughly every 200 years. But there have been some very strange stories told of this night. Your partner, he's well?
My husband. Yes, you
Howdy, partner.
That was some shade there.
For real.
Rebo and Zuti. Yeah, later tonight, we are having dinner with them.
Rebo and Zuti are here? Zoot? Well, this is truly a day of wonders.
The two people who have honored us with their visit today have brought joy to so many.
How much you think they had a budget for this episode?
I don't know.
Wait!
She's not having any of this. Look at her.
Oh, this is a moment you can tell your children about, Captain.
I'll get on to having some right away.
She dated Penn.
I said I have an appointment with the Rikiri ambassador. I'm on my way.
What What does she see? What is he seeing?
Well, it's certainly an unusual request. We can normally only rent space around here.
If we rent it, it is not Bracuri. It's yours, not ours. We'll give it back. It's yours again at sunrise.
In this case, I can understand that an exception might need to be made. It's the Day of the Dead, but it takes place at night.
The Bracuri are night dwelling.
The one I called Night of the Dead.
Please forgive this intrusion. I came as soon as I realized what was happening. I strongly advise you against this transaction. It is dangerous.
Religious belief shall be sacrosanct.
Captain, I repeat, you do not know what you are doing.
Can you just hear him out?
I'm sorry, Gerard. Shall we?
What the hell's wrong with you, lady?
Should have heard him out.
You're stupid, man. Watch, something stupid's gonna happen. It's gonna be her fault. Bro, I'm not liking her character.
Time that we make here shows us Bracuri territory.
That's completely fascinating, Ambassador.
Doesn't want to hear any of this.
Now, I am standing on Babylon 5. Now, I am on Brakir.
So, my quarters are on the Bracuri side of the corridor, with my bed in them, and a shower.
They have to pay rent to them.
This is Delet, my wife and the head of the advisory board for the Alliance.
Madam, we are Rebo and Zudi.
She's like, what the f-? And she would have said that out loud.
Electrocock means both a small fish and the pleasure you get meeting someone for the first time.
Oh, that's not funny, Dylan.
Yeah, he never breaks character, not even around me. In 10 years, I've only heard him say one word.
What's the word?
Why?
Just curious.
No, that was not the word. Why? In 10 years, I haven't figured it out myself.
Penn definitely lost a lot of weight since then because he's a little heavy here. He's a lot thinner now.
The best of Rebo and Zudi.
She changed that.
Zudi, you're my hero.
We return to our Rebo and Zudi movie marathon.
Oh my God. There's no Netflix on Babylon 5? Finally enough to watch?
I want to buy that newspaper.
My quarters are within the Bracuri territory. Therefore, I would like to sleep here tonight.
Sure.
In the control room?
Oh, wow.
Are we going to see the first Emperor walk out through there? The first Emperor from Minbar? Not Minbar. Centauri?
Lockley here. What's happening?
When you were Emperor, it meant something. Now, anyone can be Emperor. Come on, talk to me. This is the Day of the Dead.
Is this going to be his girlfriend that died?
Maybe. If it is, it's heartbreaking.
Hello.
My Adira? I killed the man that killed you. Do you know that? Oh, I missed you so.
Who would be in here?
The girl.
The soldier?
You have no idea how much I missed hot water. You got old. Tell you, I turned my back on you for 5 minutes and you got old.
I thought you were dead.
You know, the reports of my death, they weren't even exaggerated a little bit.
Isn't that the soldier?
No, I think Michael had a wife before. Then he ended up getting drunk. Alcoholic, remember?
Lizzie? Is that you?
Zoe?
Zoe?
Zoe, do you know how you got here?
How long has it been?
20 years.
20 years?
Came back to the apartment and found you. You were on the floor in the bathroom. You choked on your...
Sorry. You said the stuff would kill me, huh? So then what happened?
My dad turned up with half a dozen off-duty Marines from his platoon to take me back. Even after everything he'd done, I was glad to see him. Then I enlisted in Earth Force Cadet Corps. And now I run a space station. And I worry about the daily problems of 250,000 life forms.
We're in space?
Did you do it on purpose? Or was it an accident? I don't remember. Are you a ghost?
I don't think so.
So if they would have bought the entire Babylon,
Oh my God, Gerard in my ear.
this would have been crazy.
What were you trying to say, Jordan?
He was saying that if they bought the whole Babylon 5 in its entirety, this would have been crazy to the unsuspecting people.
There seems to be a slight problem, sir. It's kind of hard to explain. We seem to be missing a piece of the station. We can't reach it, we can't communicate with it.
Plus, you can't just lose something that big.
I agree, but it's still missing.
Have you spoken to Captain Lockley about this?
Captain Lockley's quarters are within the zone, sir.
So is it impassable, maybe?
I never really believed in anything beyond death until now.
Me neither. Still don't.
Look, weren't you meant to bring back, arcane knowledge? From
I always thought she was the girl for him. I still think that way.
Why would you not want to have sex?
Because he's with the other girl.
What other girl?
The one from Mars.
She's dead.
The wife on Mars is not on. She's not dead.
Oh. Is it cheating if it's
She's
a ghost?
dead. Is it cheating with a ghost?
Right?
I don't know. Ask Marty. She would know. Oof. Who's he going to talk to? That's the real big question here.
Good evening, Ranger Lemieux.
I know you.
I should hope so. When I was alive, I was known as Mr.
That's Morden?
You worked for the Shadows.
I did a lot of things, yes.
Why him?
They really messed up his hair.
I came for wisdom.
My head was cut from my body. Even now it rots on a pole outside the Imperial Palace. Birds have taken the hair for their nests. Maggots ate my flesh. And you want wisdom?
Yes.
Let's see. Delenn does not love you as you love her. And she never will.
Damn. It'll be a dick about it.
Go away.
Ooh, sorry, it doesn't work like that. You raised a ghost, now you have to listen to what he tells you.
You think the Toph would have showed up to Jakar?
And get me the Brakiri homeworld. Someone there must be able to explain this.
The other side of that corridor is over 200 million light years away. The air is spread a little thinly in the middle. You will betray the endless shock?
You are lying.
I wish I were.
At least you have shown me there is truly life beyond death.
Not necessarily, but you'll find that out soon enough.
Soon enough.
Our talk is done.
Your loss.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I actually like seeing Morden again.
Yeah, I do too.
It's a little warm feeling about him.
Sorry, that location is out of range.
It's acting as if the rest of Babylon 5 were a million light years away.
Where we are is part of the Brakiri home planet. That must be a long way from Babylon 5.
That's crazy.
Well, Jakar was trying to tell you, and you dismissed him.
Shut down units D3 through X11 and reroute all power and communications through Epsilon grid.
Passcode requested.
Captain Elizabeth Lockley, passcode 2 words. Zoe's dead.
That's her password? Zoe's dead?
Morbid.
That is morbid.
She must be quite a woman.
She is.
I'm jealous. She gets to do this.
Cheating.
I hope I'm not interrupting anything, Mr.
Cheater.
Oh, this is just an old friend, the late PFC.
German Elizabeth 56927 killed in action, sir.
Killed in action.
You want me to hack from Babcom into Stellacom and back from my quarters?
Now I'm going to patch through a general broadcast explaining that we have the situation well at hand and that there is nothing to worry about.
Lana's having the best night of his life.
Is Lockley gay?
This is Captain Lockley. All of you within the marked Brakiri boundaries are experiencing certain extraordinary phenomena.
What is she talking about? Idiot woman.
But she was right. And when this night is done, so am I.
Yeah, but think about the amount of people in real life who would kill for a chance like this to talk to somebody who they lost in the past.
Captain Lockley, your comm channels are open. Took me 17 minutes. Good night.
It's a good thing I'm only here another hour or so, Cupcake. 2 weeks this, I'd kill you.
You're so calm and collected. We both admire you both very much, and that's why we decided.
We want to give up show business.
What?
Yeah, we want to give it all up and do something worthwhile.
Worthwhile?
That's right, like, what you do. All I do know is that comedians don't matter.
They do matter.
I mean, the only reason politics exist is to ensure that people have the freedom to laugh.
And to love.
And to love.
Right now, I'm talking to you from 2 levels up and 27 light years away. Don't ask. I don't understand it either. I'm pretty sure the situation will sort itself out at planetary sunrise when the area ceases to be Brakiri space.
Well, that's what the authorities on the Brakiri homeworld assured me.
It would have been crazy if his wife would have shown up after him being married with the land like this. Like, she would have made an appearance or whatever. Wild.
That would have been crazy, actually.
Time's nearly up. When you remember me, Lanier, think of me as a brief electromagnetic anomaly who told you some true things for your own good.
Maybe one day we'll be up in heaven.
Partying is all we know of heaven.
So did you get married? Did you have any kids?
No kids.
I'm about to drop a bomb here. Yeah, I got a kid.
Lizzie, I do remember my death. I didn't want to hurt you, but... yeah. I did do it on purpose. Don't hate me.
I could never hate you.
So is this episode about just getting closure?
It's the day to dead.
What do you think happened last night? Did you have any of these ghostly encounters?
Yes, sir. It was intensely personal.
Well, that is pretty much what everyone tells me. You sold Babylon 5 to an alien race who somehow transported a square mile of this station to their homeworld while apparently filling it with people temporarily returned from the dead?
Yes, sir.
Well, do you have an explanation as to why you did this?
Yes, sir. I thought it was a metaphor, sir. I'll try to be more literal-minded from now on, sir.
Any idea yet what actually happened?
The high IQ boys back home think it might have been a device smuggled onto the station that somehow activates the parts of the brain responsible for memory. And Zach is checking the air ducts to see if it was a gas used to create a similar effect. And Mr. Garibaldi wants to blame the telepaths.
So you have no idea what caused it?
No, sir.
It's a mystery.
Yes, sir. As long as no one got hurt, I don't have a problem with that. I think we need a little mystery once in a while. Oh, and speaking of mysteries, I have a message for you. It's from someone named Kosh.
What's the message?
When the long night comes, return to the end of the beginning.
What? When the long night comes?
Shit, that pisses me off about
the bronze. Still. Damn, man. Even in death.
You warned me. I didn't listen. You were right.
No, you were right, and I was wrong. The people who were within the Brakiri bounds last night, they seemed deeper, more at peace.
Well, I hadn't thought that...
Well, there's no profit in might have been, so we learn from our mistakes.
From now on, I will always watch you. Zoot, zoot. I thought perhaps you could perform at my own.
Is he gonna talk?
What did he say? Because it tells me to.
Is that Kosh? Great, Kosh reincarnated into a comedian.
Zoot, zoot.
Wow, I really liked that episode a lot. That was a really good episode.
That one was really nice. Yeah.
It is definitely Neil Gaiman-ish. There's no doubt that was Neil Gaiman's his style into the episode of what he would normally write in there. But I'm not gonna lie to you, I got emotional. I got a bit emotional on that. I had to dry my eye once because it's. Think about this for a second. You know, maybe not you guys. You guys are still young, but I mean, I've lost a lot of people. And one in particular, I lost my wife. My wife passed away. So to have that moment to go see my wife again and show her how the kid's grown up, that would mean the world to me. So I thought that episode was like, you can see how impactful it would be for everybody anybody who showed up.
Yeah.
You know? And somehow, if Morden showed up, was that impact, he impacted somehow Lanier. Like Lanier heard something that he needed to hear. And that was truth. No one else was giving him that truth. You know? So I thought this episode was super good.
I wonder how that betrayal is going to come.
I know, right? That's even scarier. Out of love?
Out of love, I think.
Because he's in love. He's infatuated. And that might be something out of love.
I think it will be out of love.
You know, every single one of those ghosts taught them something that they needed to go forward. Like Zoe taught the captain how to have fun again.
To move on, too. I mean, she finally admitted the fact that she killed herself. And I think that looked like a sense of relief, even though it was painful. But there was at least this closure there. So, yeah, I agree with what you're saying there.
And the Morden for Lanier was like, Len's not going to love you back. Move on, buddy. What does he want to do with what he's doing? And then
and he needed to hear that.
Yeah. And Londo relearned compassion from Ladira.
Yeah, that, you know what, man? I'm not gonna lie to you. I was very happy to see her. And in seeing those two together, it was like, she was murdered. You know, that was just a scumbag thing, the way they took her out, and that he loved her so much. You know, that was love. At least, it felt like it was 2 seconds. And it felt like she kind of loved him too, even though the last time, really, she kind of tricked him. Mm-hmm. You know, but do you think? I'm thinking maybe I'm reading it wrong. Could that have been the captain's partner?
Who? What?
The Zoe? Were they best of friends or just roommates, or was there something deeper? Because she was holding that in. I mean, when she told her, "Yeah, I killed myself," she was holding that in, and you saw her face, her reaction to that. So, and then when Sheridan asked her about it, he said it's deeply personal. You know, so what did they have a thing going on? Were there?
I think they were probably like,
or maybe just a very good
friends
friendship, like a best friendship. I guess it could be interpreted either way, in that sense. You know,
be interpreted either way. I don't know. I don't know how to interpret it, but
yeah, because there was no "I love you" or "I miss you" or you know what I'm saying. They didn't. There was none of that going on.
No kisses, no warm embrace or anything.
So at first I thought, okay, maybe that's her sister, but
that's what I thought too.
Maybe that's her sister, her young sister, whatever.
Yeah.
But I guess that wasn't the case, because when her father came to pick her up, he didn't come pick her both up.
Nope.
You know? So, but really did enjoy this episode. I don't know what Penn and Teller were doing there exactly, other than hijacking all the videos on demand on Babylon 5.
Yeah.
Making all theirs. But you're right, though. Gosh. He could have just, at this point in time, he could have been straight up. He didn't have to throw a riddle.
Nope.
I don't think they know any other way of communicating.
That is probably the way they communicate.
Sheridan, a bird in the hand. You know what the hell?
Yeah.
You know,
what does the long night mean, though? That's what I'm trying to figure out. The long night.
The long night.
When he dies.
Yeah, when the long night comes again. Well, we just saw a long night didn't we just have a long night with Londo?
Yeah.
Is that going to happen again with Sheridan?
Maybe.
Unless that means maybe that he's talking about the telepath war. Go to the beginning of the end. Or going to the end where it began. Maybe Zaha Doom. Maybe he has to go to Zaha Doom for something to fight against the telepaths. That's the only thing I can think of.
I'm hoping we get some more hints on this. I'm hoping we get more on this, because what does that mean? Kosh reaching out from beyond the grave to say a couple things?
The thing is with him, though, he's on a time clock. So that's another thing, too. So unlike Londo, I feel like that's a bit of a separate situation than that episode.
Yeah.
Return to the end of the beginning.
And the end of the beginning was Zaha Doom.
But during the long night, though. The long nights were throwing me off. So I'm just wondering if he's going to have one of those fever dreams where something that has to happen. But then why would that have to happen in his dream? Well, I guess we'll see.
We'll eventually find out.
Unless the telepaths are doing something. And do you trust Kosh at this point after what we just learned from them? You know.
Exactly.
What do we do at this point? You know.
Not all Vorlons are evil.
Well, at least Kosh I think we could trust. Well, guys, that was a good episode. I really did enjoy that. Great, even the Neil Gaiman wrote it, so that makes it even better. So this was a really good episode. I really did enjoy this episode quite a bit. You know, again, we got hints for what's going to happen in the future, but at the same time, we had an episode that I guess I don't think this would be considered filler, like other episodes that we've seen before.
Definitely not a filler.
But still quite super intriguing. You know, the idea of the Day of the Dead and the comedian, of course, and then Kosh reaching out and meeting all these dead people. It was really good. It was really good. So I really do appreciate it. But with that said, guys, listen, if you like what we're doing, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, guys. Come join us. We're almost done with season 5. We are enjoying this so very much. Let us know what you think in the comment section, though. Are you also still sick of the Vorlons? Well, listen, they could, honestly, at this point, it didn't have to be a riddle. Well, anyway, guys, again, this episode will be available on our Patreon for a little $3 a month. You will find this episode and every other episode unedited on our Patreon. The link is in the description below. We also have a store where we sell hats and shirts and hoodies, all that good stuff and merchandise. We have pretty good designs, and currently there is a 20% off sale going on. You'll find the link in the description below. Guys, listen, we appreciate you hanging out with us. We are our Knights. I'm Ray.
I'm Michael.
I'm Gerard.
And I'm Julien.
Guys, we'll see you soon.
Stay safe.
Take care.